because because God has blessed us so much to get where we are right now. I would love for other people to get to at least where we are. And it's not because out of comparison, it's just for the sake that what we know God can do as far as giving people peace, giving people an opportunity to live a good life. He can give you that. And so welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to There's an I in Marriage podcast. This week, we felt like today, we felt like we could talk about ourselves, what's been going on with us. Before we get into all of that, last time I tried to do this conversation, I went on talking about some deep stuff. So essentially, what I just want to encourage y'all is to be able to have a space, whether it's family or friends, just to be able to tell what's really going on. I know a lot of times we like to, in our society, just live a fun-filled life and feel like nothing bad is going on. Real things happen. And though life has been good to us, we still wanted to just share that things still happen. We are human. And
we have emotions.
We have yeah.
It's really that emotional thing.
So, one, we thank you for watching. Please empathize with us, whether it's good or bad, anytime we talk about anything. We empathize with y'all. We appreciate our friends. We appreciate our family. We love y'all. I'm not going to try to get the waterworks going because life has been life, but life has been good. And God has been good. So, I think you should start this time.
Okay. So I talked about it previously about God telling me Kayla, what do you like? What do you want? And then this early this week on Sunday, we were coming back. We were on the road, so we didn't make it to church, but we watched it online. And then once we got back in town, we dropped him off to get his car. But even just on the road, I just could not receive the word. I couldn't receive what God was speaking through our pastor. I could not receive even turning that off and watching a pre-recorded sermon. I just could not receive the word. I just was like, God, my heart is hardened right now. I can't. And I was actually just honest with them. I was like, God, I just can't. This is not, my heart is really hard. I feel like I have a very impatient heart this morning. And it really started when we got to the hotel when we were out of town and when we found the roach. That's when it started. It really upset me because we found a roach in our room, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. It was 3 a.m. though. I just went to sleep. We checked everywhere else, and then we went to sleep. But then I woke up and I was just like, Lord, I'm sorry for complaining, but this really, I have to stay true to myself, God. This is unacceptable. I don't like this, but I'm not gonna name names, so we're gonna keep it quiet. But anyway, because my heart is still not there. But anyway, getting home, I just was like, Lord, right now I cannot receive your word through the people. I cannot read your word right now. I just need to hear you tell me you love me right now. Please tell me you love me. And I just kept saying it. And then he eventually told me. I eventually heard him say it. And just tearing up, I was like, okay, that's really all I needed. And then I just felt way better. So then when my husband made it home,
I ain't right here.
Anyway, when he made it home, we kind of sat down and had that conversation, and I was just like, my heart was hardened, and I just turned it off. I almost started nitpicking the pastors. I was just like, I don't like the way he's saying. And I'm just like, no, Kayla, it's not him, it's you. Just turn it off. So, telling Nick that, it was he finally was like, this is how I've been feeling. I think we just needed rest. And the pressures of the world have been on us. Like we want to do good, we want to do better, and it's always go, go, go. But like we need time to sit down and relax. Like it was just a lot, and I've never prayed a prayer like that. Like, God, I just need to hear you tell me you love me and you're proud of me. Like that's really all I needed, and I felt better. And then the next day, that Monday, I read something on the Bible app where he was saying like, you're in the palm of my hands, like I have you, and I was like, wow, like that made me cry, because he was like, just keep submitting to me, keep giving me everything, and watch what I do with your family, your friends, your finances, like. And that's the stuff I've been praying over, which is crazy. It was like that's the exact stuff I've been praying over. And in Isaiah, he talks about like what's been on I've been in Isaiah right now. I haven't gotten to that, but I remember reading it before. He said, I'll write you on the palm of my hand so I'll never forget you. And then reading that, like you in the palm of my hand. He keeps saying that to me. So with that, I'm just like, okay, God, like you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. So all of that made me feel better. I say that to say, like, you can really pray. You can pray for stuff like that. Like, you can just say, God, I can't right now. I need to hear you tell me I'm doing good. I need to hear you tell me you love me. I need to hear you tell me, like, something, whatever you need to hear, or you know you need to hear. Just tap into the Holy Spirit. He'll tell you what you need to hear. So,
I guess before I get into what I was going to talk about, and first of all, I'm glad that you're being vulnerable. I'm glad that you're telling people like what's really going on. We hope that people can feel good about saying things like that to God. I know some people are worried about making a perfect prayer, and I'm just speaking to those people like you. God is not asking for a perfect prayer. He's not asking for 23rd Psalms. He's not saying though all of those scriptures and
you're good.
They're good. They're good.
Yeah, if you don't know where to start,
Yes.
Start there.
But as humans, what I've learned over the last probably 10 years of just being closer to God, just being real with Him, like saying what's really on your heart, what you want, and what you're feeling. I talk to God more so like a friend than I do. Not saying like God is not the King of Kings, host of hosts, and Alpha and the Omega. He is all of those things, but He loves you that much to just be your friend. So I just want to say that, and then to give a little bit more context of what's really been going on with our lives together. If you don't know by now, I DJ. And not only I DJ, we have this book that we're writing. Do you have headaches when it comes to relationships, like in your dating life or in your marriage life? Like, do you have questions when it comes to marriage and what does that even look like? Or are you having a hard time getting married? Like, ugh.
Well, if you do, we have the solution for that. We have a book titled There's an I in Marriage.
Boom.
This book has all the answers to anyone who is dating, single, married, any way for you to get those headaches out of those situations. The answers are in here.
Boom. Look, we have a YouTube page as well with our podcast. We talk about all these different topics. And yeah, just follow along. Like, subscribe. Come check us out. Get the book. Do it. Not only we doing that, we both have our own individual careers. You're a nurse. I'm an insurance agent. And so when we say that we have a lot going on, it's not saying it out of bragging. It's saying that out of the fact that we know that we have gifts that God is asking us to do. And we are also charged with those passions to really go out and live it. Just because I DJ, some people, and this is where I'm kind of pouring out of my heart. I see other DJs, I see them doing weekly events and stuff like that, and I'm inspired actually to want to live out like that. But also, I keep feeling God keeping me as an insurance agent, mainly because I am really great with people. I'm able to help them make good decisions when it comes to insurance. Um, and customer service has always been a gift that he's given me. And even though I get stressed out sometimes, I am reminded of the fact that God takes care of me in that space. Mm-hmm. So, yes, we went on the journey to Bloomington so I could DJ over the weekend. And then that's when we're talking about being in the hotel and going through all of these things.
I said I want to go name names.
I said the city. I didn't say where we was actually staying. God bless those hotels out there. Let me just say that. And we ain't picking on one in particular or two.
Lord is still He's working on it.
Big shout out to the IU Hoosiers, by the way. 8-0. Excuse me. Let me put respect on y'all at this particular time. Y'all are doing a great thing. If y'all ever get a message from this message, excuse me, I hope that your life is double, triple in blessings because y'all are doing the doggone thing.
They are.
Y'all are doing it, and I'm proud of y'all. Didn't go to the school. Got my degree from IU, but didn't go to. Actually, I went to Bloomington. Let me quit playing. I went to grad school there.
You did.
There's a little love there. Let me go. Let me say that.
Yeah, we both got degrees from IU.
Yeah. So shout out to y'all. But this past month or so, because we feel God is asking us to do, to grow. Now, I'm not going to say that He's asking us to be the biggest boss in the world right now. But there's so much that we have seen from our trips, things that we have seen just being around our city, things that we've seen on social media that inspires us to want to do and help people so much. The reason why we do this podcast and the book is so that we can see people really change in their relationships. The reason why I DJ is because I know I can offer such a great experience to other people, whether they see it or not, whether they understand it. I know that I know music very, very well, and to a point where I can change an atmosphere and get people excited about being there and being and thank you, and being connected in that little community where however long that event happens. I know I do great things with that. Our book, again, we want to see people's lives change, and even with insurance, like I want to touch so many people, not necessarily for sales. Yes, sales comes with it, but I see so many patterns, and I'm just going to speak for the Black community for the most part. I mean, I see it in other communities too, where people just don't understand why insurance is important, why your credit score is important. I work at a dealership, so I see a lot of people that get brand new cars. I see people that struggle to get cars. And I don't mean to call you out, but it's like because God has blessed us so much to get where we are right now, I would love for other people to get to at least where we are. And it's not because out of comparison, it's just for the sake that what we know God can do as far as giving people peace, giving people an opportunity to live a good life. He can give you that. And so we feel burdened sometimes trying to do all these things that we are gifted to do. And I know we also live in this society where they say you need to have 7 side hustles and one main hustle, and you got to give your mom a new car, your grandma a new house, and it's
a lot.
We really want to do more. We want to experience more out of life. Not saying like we're not hungry or satisfied. We just know that with what we are given, we want to live in that. So I guess kind of going into where I've been feeling like this last month has been a can of whoop behind was open on me.
In what way?
I mean, as an insurance agent, I need to maintain a license, and if I'm being honest, it's been hard getting that obtained. I'll let
Or renewed.
Um, and so that takes time out of my day, time and mental space to actually study and try to get that right. And as of right now, it's still not resolved, and I've been working on that all month, and that's been a factor. There's another insurance agent, and he's a really great guy. But it used to be just me, and it was easy for me to get sales. And now that he's incorporated, I'm working with him to try to maintain and actually elevate what we do as our services around our dealerships. So that has been a lot because I care. I care about him. I care about his success. I want him to have a happy life and a happy home. But at the same time, it's frustrating because what I thought was easy, when it was just me, it gets harder. And if he even sees this video, know that I care about him. I care about him a lot. He's actually a really great guy. Gave me some shoes. But that's been, you add that on top of that, and then wanting to DJ multiple times out the month because I feel like I need to offer my services. And then here we are trying to clean up our book.
We're in the interior design part.
Yes, and this is the exciting part because it's almost here.
It's almost done.
I know we keep talking about it, but like understanding that God has us in processes, and I guess that's what all of that was about for this whole month. Like I led with at the beginning, like we want to show off that we're doing great things and life is always good. But sometimes God takes us through a process, and we have to acknowledge that process. I think even the sermon that was talked about in New Beginnings this past Sunday was about taking you through a process. It's not the immediate miracle, because God is capable of immediate miracles. And we hope that if there's something that's going on with you that you want immediate, we hope that it happens soon. But also understanding that there's processes, and God has a way of doing things, and God has order, God has structure. God wants us to be able to maintain the blessing, not just get the blessing. And so I guess to wrap it all up, God revealed to me that in business and in life, He's teaching me what it's like to own a business, what it's like to work with other people, what it's like to get things established and keep things, and also just still understanding that what you're called to do, you still have to show up as a man. And I'm thankful, even though this month has been hard, that I can look back and I say I can handle a lot. And God has given me, what is it? With great power comes great responsibility. There's always the scripture that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. There's so many things that we could say that God is doing, but like, because things don't happen fast doesn't mean that God is gone. I know that, but because now I can look back at the month and say, you know what, God didn't let you so-called win this month, is because there's more that He wanted me to see. You got to see beyond what you see.
Look beyond what you see.
Look beyond what you see.
And God, and I said that too. I was like, God is like He shows out sometimes, but then He also holds back, because He's like, I ain't gonna give you all of it yet, not yet. And sometimes it's not cause we aren't ready. it's not always that. Like some people are like, well, maybe because you're not ready. It's not always because we're not ready. Sometimes it's because God wants to show off.
That's true too.
God is like,
just watch.
Just
wait.
watch. Just watch and wait, because he likes to, like, his, and I say this all the time because his timing is always perfect, because he showed me, like, he will give you an abundance of something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, it's kind of like waiting until Christmas to open up all your gifts. Like, you seeing them under the tree, but don't open them, don't open them, don't open them. So it's not like you're not ready. Just waiting for the big reveal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you ask God what you want, especially in great detail, that's kind of part of what there's an I Am Marriage is about. When we talk about dating, and we'll talk a lot more about dating in the future. But when you're being specific, God is tuning you to see things differently rather than just giving you what you want. And I'm not saying that He won't, but it's like when you accept that there's that process. When you actually get it, you it's not like you deserved it finally, but it's like God knows that you can handle it, and that He's ready to show other people that His hand was on it, not your hand was on it. This wasn't your doing. This was my doing. And so wherever we go from here, and it's not that we don't have plans or goals. We do have a lot of big things that we want to do with our business. We have a lot of things we want to do with our lives, our personal lives, things we would love to do with our family, and so on, friends, so on. But whatever happens from here, we know that God's in control. And always, and I'm going to say this in a lot of episodes, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything shall be added unto you. So we always try to keep God ahead of what we got going on, rather than trying to figure it out on our own. It gets stressful. Life does get stressful.
Very.
I really felt all the pressures because sales is performance, DJ is performance, DJing is a performance based, and so I always want to do great. But sometimes, God holds you back to see, to let you see other things. And I'm glad that I can let God just be like, okay, what are you trying to show me? What's going on?
No, I love that about you. Like, it's not like He's gonna reward you, and it's not always about getting from God. It's really not, but like, because He's bigger than that. But like,
also,
when you can see it, it's like you have shown endurance, you've shown patience, you've shown kindness. Even in the midst of you being frustrated, like, you show those things, and God is like, I got you. Like, you good. You gonna be good.
If I'm being honest too, there was parts of this month where I wanted to quit. Like, I've been emotionally beat up or spiritually beat up to the point where thought about changing jobs. if we were being really, really honest,
a lot of times,
I thought about changing jobs.
We should start counting. It's been a lot this year. I'd say like 4 times.
And it's not because I don't love doing it. It's because it's so performance based. I really get nervous about not performing, but my heart says all the time, like, I just want to take care of people.
I know what it is.
What is it?
The enemy is trying to come for you because you're supposed to be there.
I know.
He's trying to get you to leave because you're supposed to be there.
I know. I know.
Something crazy gonna happen in a good way. Like, he's trying to beat you up so bad. That's why I pray so hard for you when you leave. Like, I really do. Like, because I like, whenever I know you being attacked, it's when you come home the way you've been coming home. And like, it's gotten so much better, of course. Like, you have these sprouts, and it usually it usually starts to persist during this time of the year.
Oh, because it gets tough in the wintertime here for sales.
It gets intermittently. It's intermittent in the summer, like it rarely happens, where you just like, oh, I'm just tired. But during this season, like of the year, it's like the enemy is like, I'm on his head because this is where he's the weakest. I am going to get him to leave. Like he's trying to get you to leave that job because
yeah, I wanted to last year about this time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's something about this time of year, and it's something about you being there that the enemy he's pointing out your weak points, and I want to work. I want to figure out where that's at so we can get stronger, because he's trying you, but you are getting stronger. Like you are becoming more aware. You're becoming more. You're becoming stronger mentally. You're becoming more aware of your emotions. Like it's a lot of things I've noticed that. Versus last year, you weren't as emotional in a good way. Like you weren't as like
I was just more
disconnected. Yeah, you weren't as disconnected as you were last year this time. So it's like, okay, well, you know, you're coming out stronger every time. So eventually, God is gonna be like he's you. It's something that the enemy is really trying to like nab at you with. It is a weak point, but you getting stronger, babe. You getting stronger.
Yeah.
And I know, and I need to pray harder for you. Like you come home or you leaving, I'll be like, Lord, like I be really. My prayers for you be longer than for myself. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for praying because, I mean, I pray every day, of course, and I'm praying, that God, allows me to do my gifts. I think that's my biggest prayer every morning. It's just I just want to do my gifts, because one, God, I believe everybody. God has us. God is calling us to do things, each and every one of us, and if we're not actively seeking that, then I feel like that's not saying like you're a bad person, but there's the scripture that says, and I'm paraphrasing, good job, my humble servant. And I know if anything, I just want to do what God is asking me to do with my hands and my gifts. And I want him to say, good job. I want him to say that I wasn't lazy. And sometimes I get nervous because I feel like I'm lazy. Sometimes I feel like, man, because even at work, and I'm not trying to call myself out. Anybody watching from work, please understand. Like, I think we all have a point where it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm overwhelmed. But if somebody needs me to do something, I will jump up and help. And I appreciate the opportunity to help more than I am more ambitious for myself in that position. And I hope that doesn't sound bad.
It don't matter how it's coming out. I'm glad that you're being vulnerable.
Yeah.
You are calling yourself out.
Yeah. But on the outside, you still know that I'm working hard as a DJ. Everybody at work knows I DJ. And they get excited when I tell stories about how it went and stuff. And then people know about the book as well. So I don't think anybody really thinks I'm a lazy person. But that's been a fear of mine. Because also growing up, if I'm being honest, this could go longer.
We're getting close.
Growing up in school, I started off on honor roll. But then as I started getting older and started having siblings and school, I wouldn't say school got harder, but it was just more work to do. And I felt like I was smart, but I didn't feel like doing all that homework. Or tests weren't bad for the most part. I mean, like I
passed your test.
I passed most of my tests. Like I mean, I wouldn't say that I failed tests often. And if I did, I mean, it was just because either I was very overwhelmed that week, probably, like looking back. But I felt like I was smart. I just didn't feel like proving myself. And so, but I think there was times where I got labeled as lazy.
You're very smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, he be knowing stuff that I just like. I didn't know what GPS meant. You knew. I'm like, why do you know that? Or just it's like random stuff you just know.
Mm-hmm.
So you're very smart, babe. And I think hearing your, I don't know if you can hear yourself, but like God is like, I feel him being like, like you're okay.
I know,
Yeah.
but you know,
But
and
the
I don't
world
want
tells
to.
you,
Yeah.
the world tells you something else. Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm not dismissing what you're saying, not at all.
Mhm.
But I guess I pray one day you hear yourself. I pray one day, and I mean this in a good way, that you step out of here and you see it. You see yourself the way the world sees you.
The way God sees me.
The way God sees you. Yes,
Yes.
you're absolutely right. Actually, excuse me. Yes, the way I'm seeing you right now, the way God is seeing you, like he's already saying, "Well done."
I thank you for the reiteration. I mean, yes, we're talking about it, and I do feel good about who I am and where I am. I don't mean to people please either. But again, there's that part of me is like, I want to hear that, well done, my faithful servant. And so that's where I'm just being real. So overall, I feel good. I feel good about where we're going. I know that God has got so much in store for us, and that's the joy of. And I guess I like taking. I love taking on challenges. By the way, like I know it gets hard, but I love a good challenge. I love a good brain teaser. She knows that I play this game almost every day, but part of it is because I like to challenge my brain. I love crossword puzzles. We do things and stuff like that
on our phones.
Yeah. So yeah.
Like, what was it? The Museum of Illusions. Like we was in there just trying to figure out.
Yeah, we was
like
at Vegas. Yeah, trying to figure different challenges out. So I hope that was encouragement for people that feel challenged. God may have you in a place where it feels tough, and you're trying to figure yourself out. And you're trying to figure out dating. You're trying to figure out finances. You're trying to figure out all types of stuff. If you have some questions, actually, we could talk about dating. We could talk about finances. We could talk about budgeting. We could talk about path for your future, and in your own personal future, what you should do. I'm not saying that we have all the answers. We always tell you to go to God, go to people who are in the position that you want to be in, actually. Get some advice. Be humble enough to listen. But we say all of that just out of encouragement because life gets real. Life gets very real. And we thank you for listening. We hope that it inspires you still. Please like, subscribe. You know how YouTube goes. Please tell a friend. Matter of fact, just tell a friend that we're out here to help. And if you've seen our past episodes, show them something that should help them out in their process with marriage and dating and so on. So, yeah. Thank you. Love you. Hope you have a blessed week. Take it easy.